Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jason Lee on a Friday night. Well, it's going into Saturday now. Normally we have the late night snack show here at 11:15, but Austin was not able to be able to come on the show tonight, so I pushed the show back till next Friday. So I just threw a fun chat in here. If anybody wants to pop in, I left the link in there. If anybody wants to talk about the Batman, I haven't seen it yet, but if anybody wants to talk about it or anything else coming up, Doctor Strange, feel free to pop in the chat, or I did leave the links if you want to pop in the things. I know it's a little late. I know some people are already gone to bed, but there's some few night owls out there. So, like I said, our normal Friday night stream will be next week. Like I said, Austin was not able to come tonight, so I delayed the stream till next week. So hopefully we'll both see the Batman, so we both can review it. See, we got 3 people watching. So like I said, I have the link in. It's just a fun chat. This ain't really, it's an anything goes type thing. So if anybody wants to pop in or they want to chat in the put some chat, write something in the chat, feel free. Like I said, this is a anything goes fun chat on a Friday, Saturday early morning stream. See what's going on. I know a lot of people are out watching the Batman. So anybody have seen it? They want to come in and talk about it, or they want to chat about it? What did you think about it? Did you like it? Can you? I haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard both sides. I've heard people who like it, people who don't like it. So, guys, pop up in the chat there, guys. Like I said, the link's there. If you don't want to come in, you can always write in the chat there, and I'll answer your questions. So, put it in there again, just in case. Facebook or YouTube took it out. Got the big devil smoking a cigar in the back. All right, guys, enlighten me, guys. Enlighten me. Who's seen the Batman? Who wants to talk about it? Who's thrilled? Who wants to see it? Let me know, guys. Come on. I think that's the only movie has came out. I think Uncharted came out. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Parrothead says. Wow. That's a hell of a question I asked at 12:30 in the morning, isn't it? Let me see. I have chicken, so the BBC came first, man. That's who came first. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we had to delay the stream till next week. Austin wasn't able to come in tonight, so I just really didn't want to do the show without him being here. So, and neither one of us has seen it yet. I don't think Austin has seen the Batman yet. So, hopefully, I'll get to see it Sunday, and I think he's going to see it tomorrow. So we'll at least know something about it, or discuss it, something to discuss about it. But hoping anybody has seen it. Wants to talk about it. It is only 9:30. Where do you live in? California? 9:30. So you must live further in California. Is that where you at? Or Hawaii? Are you in Hawaii or California? Nevada. Okay. And you got the same. You and Jedi Bill have the same time zones. That's how he can get on at 3:30 in the morning and be streaming. I'm like, God damn it, how the hell is he streaming at 3:30 in the morning? But yeah, because it's early for him. It's only like 10, 11 o'clock. So Nevada. Is it hot over in Nevada? Y'all got cold weather. It's kind of weird weather. We're already warming up here, man. It's getting to get hot. It's starting to get hot here now in Florida. I think winter is over. It's over here. We had that 2 days of cold weather that killed like half of my plants and all my mango trees and all that, and it just yeah. Yes, and y'all. Then I think California has a different one. Yeah. So cool. Parrot, have you seen the Batman yet? Since you're the only one talking. Have you seen it yet, or that's what I'm trying to bring anybody? Are you interested in seeing it? That's another thing. I've heard some people is not even interested in seeing it. There's some mixed reviews, like I know on Anzo's and Danny and all that. I know Anzo said he didn't care for it. Danny liked it. Paul didn't like it. I think Chris said he liked it, I believe. It's currently iffy. We got over the cold snap and are for either run of snow depending on elevation. Yeah. Well, I know y'all got the little mountains area. I've not seen a movie since Rambo. Rambo, the last Rambo or the first Rambo? Which Rambo? The last one that came out. Which one was it? God, the one he was like in Nevada, or when he was out there in the Midwest. I have not seen that one yet. Last one I saw was the one before Rambo 4. I think that was 5. The one he went back out over to was it Laos or something like that, and he just like killed like 2 million people in that one machine gun. It was like overdone. Hey, Culture Casino. It's nice to see you, brother. Greenhouse your stuff. Yeah, I know. It was big. It was some bigger trees and stuff. I saved some of them smaller ones, but like some of the top of the mango trees, it frosted. It didn't kill the whole tree, but it it took a big part of the growth out of it, the tree. So I got to cut it back. So the tree looks like it was pretty like this. Now it's like odd shape. Bro, it's nice to stop by, man. I always watch you in comics and all that on that Yelling Apart Cars is a really awesome show. I really love that show on Monday nights. Y'all do, and I check y'all's Thursday night show out too. I usually check it out when I'm at work, so I listen to y'all when I'm at work, so it gives me something good to listen to. Y'all always bring up good conversations and all that. And I know my friend Basco, he sometimes gets on there with y'all too. So it's an awesome show. Cut them back. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been having to do. Yeah, having to cut them back. It just sucks, man. Having I have the link. I have the link in there if you want to pop in. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, yeah, I know. Having to pop them, cut them back. Last Blood. Yeah, that's the one. He's in Nevada, right? That's the one. When he's like in the Midwest. I gotta watch. I have never seen that movie. I want to see it, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, this is it. I know, guys. This ain't really the greatest. I just popped on a stream because I know me and Austin. We usually do a stream on Friday nights, but he wasn't able to do it. So what the hell was that? So it just popped on to see if there's anybody watching. See if anybody want to talk about the Batman or anything who's seen it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm seeing people's opinions about it because I've been seeing mixed reviews. Some people hate it. Some people like it. I know there's a little controversial stuff that's been in it. So, see how it goes. Yeah, bro, y'all have an awesome show though. Yeah, I really enjoy it. But I appreciate you, brother, stopping by the channel, man. It's really cool, brother. All right. Like I said, guys, I got a link. If anybody wants to pop in, they can. I really ain't got nothing really to go on tonight because, like I said, Austin wasn't able to come. So we were going to discuss Batman, me and him, because I know we're both supposed to see it this weekend. And just try to discuss, what we've heard so far. Are we, does it make us want to see it more or less? I mean, I've heard mixed reviews. So, I mean, there's things that, I want to see about it. And there's things that's little concerning, so I don't, I think I read comics said parts of the movie was good, and then it was like the ending was bad. So that's a little concerning for me too, because it's a 3-hour movie. I don't want I don't want to pull another Matrix, man. Ever watch? It would the third Matrix like really pissed me off the way it ended. So I hate to go into a 3-hour movie and then be like at the ending just like what the hell. So So, like, I know he said that he was a little eerie about the ending. So, that's the payoff, man. If the ending ain't good, so that's kind of wondering if I should wait till I know it's supposed to be on HBO Max in 45 days. So, more people telling me that sort of makes me like, well, I got HBO Max. I could wait 45 days and spend 3 hours and be disappointed. So, I mean, I'm sure it's got good parts to it, but it's just that 3 hour thing. I spent 3 hours. I want something. Something is going to remember. That it's going to make me happy. But yeah. But all right, guys. Anybody questions or anything going on? We got a war going on. I mean, I don't want to get political, but we got possibly a second war. If Taiwan gets invaded this weekend or in the next few days. So, Mr. Joe is going to have to lick him some more vanilla ice cream to figure out what the hell's going on. But yeah. Let's see what Parrot has said. Meet AT Tom. Recommend seeing our HBO Max on Hulu. Hey, Culture Casino.
Hey, what's up, man?
It's nice meeting you, man. It's the first time I always watch you, man, but I've never met you on stream there before.
Yeah, no, man. I love reaching out. You can thank Parrot Head for my presence here today. I had no idea you were live.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I normally do. Me and Austin, I don't know if you know him. He's a young YouTuber. We usually do it. We've been doing a show on Friday nights, but he wasn't able to do it. So
yeah,
I just popped it. I was like, well, let me just pop something on and
there you go.
See what happens.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Absolutely. So you haven't had a chance to see the Batman then?
I haven't seen it yet.
All right.
I know I've been watching people's reviews on it, and I've been sort of. Have you seen it yet?
Oh, hell no.
I haven't seen it.
No, man. No, I always tell people, I'm like, look, I'll always tell you if I'm going to go see something. And as information became available to me as time went on, I was like, I'm getting less and less interested in this film. And that's an unfortunate thing, because you want somebody like me, right? You want somebody, who's a real Batman fan, somebody who
exactly.
Since I was a kid, right? You're talking to I was on it in '89 when it came out in the theater, right? Because I was just getting ready to go to college, and I mean, it was perfect timing, right? It was like, because I'm an old dude, but I always tell people, I'm like, you guys have no idea the opportunity that you miss when you don't make the thing, what it's supposed to be. And I always tell people, I'm like, look, if it's gonna have this bunch of junk in it, if it's gonna have this message, I have none interest in it. What's up, Bosco? That's Geisgar. What's up, man? Good to see you, man.
Basco, I got the link if you want to come in, brother. Let me pop it in there again for him. That's what I'm saying. I've been really interested. I think Basco's seen it, but
yeah. I know he's telling me to go see it. So, and I trust this man. I trust him. Gaskar would not steer me wrong, but at the same time, there's still stuff in it, man. There's still this message thing. I am done with the message, right? It's we make fun of it and everything else. And I'm now going to start including message quotes. So so you're going to start seeing quotes in my streams in the description of my thoughts about all this stuff. And I hate it. I hate it because it destroys everything, right? Because at its very core, it's destruction by incrementalism, and we allowed it for way too long. We were far too tolerant for too long, and that's the problem. We were told, well, if you just have to be tolerant of somebody else's opinion. Well, tolerance became acceptance really fucking fast, and it changed, a whole lot of stuff, and it destroys the core, the base, the thing that was there to begin with, and when you strip down, you strip a little piece away, deconstruction. That's the terminology they use. Fuck, man, you get really upset about it, and I don't curse a lot. I don't know about your opinion on that.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
I don't curse on my channel.
You curse. Family. It's up to you, bro. It's up to you.
I'm 100%, family friendly on my channel, and for the most part in my real life. But when we start talking about things I get passionate about, sometimes, It slips out. Mama's not up this late, so I can do it. And the boss is the boss is going to bed, but the mama's asleep, so we're good. Mm-hmm. But I always tell people, I'm like, look, it's just you have a choice, and now it's more clearly defined than it's ever been, at least over the course of the last few months. I've come to realize we have to stop accepting the incrementalism. And so am I going to go and see the Batman? Probably not. Will I watch it on HBO Max on April 19th? Probably. And that, it's their loss, and especially AMC theaters who are charging an extra $1.50 to see it at one of their places. So F those guys. Yeah,
that's a suck. Say that's my closest theater is AMC, and I got to drive 50 miles to it. So
rough, man.
So, I used to have a local theater, but it closed. I live in a smaller town, and they closed it down this last summer because with this pandemic, it pretty much shut them down. So it's just AMC, and I'm like, and then I'm like it's 3 hours long. It's like, and then I'm hearing people like comics. I have told him there's something about the ending he did not like, and Basco said a few statements in there, and it's like.
Yeah, well, I trust Basco, dude. Guy Scar's a good guy, and Guy Scar, dude, you can pop in here. Look, I am a Batman fan. I like the idea of a Batman that's a detective. I think it's a beautiful moment, right? I think it's a good thing, and you could turn me off of this film by doing exactly what they did, and the biggest problem is this. Okay, so I had some access to this early on. I was talking about how it was discouraging for a while, and then the script that leaked, that's a real thing. Like if there is a real script now floating out there, and it is what you think. And even with all of that stuff, and what surprises me is somebody like Ryan Cannell, who gave the film an 8, out of 10, and I'm going. How can you do that, man? It's incrementalism, right? This is the very thing that you fight against all the time, and wow, hey, Canadian Spider-Man, good to see you. Tony's 100% right. Tony Nasser's out there going, world's greatest detective, 1000, my man. And here's the problem with that. The actor that was portraying Batman didn't know that to be the case. Bananas. How do you not know this thing? I mean, I knew this thing when I was a little one. What's up?
Hey, what's up,
Fad? What's going on?
What's up, Culture Casino? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Good. So, I mean, definitely.
That's the important part right now.
Fad, have you seen the Batman yet?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
Okay, so now we got somebody who's seen it. I know Basco's coming in a minute too. He's seen it.
Gone.
Well,
peace out.
He'll be back. He'll be back. He's internet.
He's got that internet waiver. He's got the wobble.
Yeah, mine was doing it the other day. Yeah, mine was doing it the other day. There he comes back.
There he is.
There he is. Hiccup. Sorry.
No worries.
All right.
No sweat. We're here. I didn't go nowhere. I'm here. It's wet, but I'm here. I had to take a shower. I was watching some stuff today. I felt dirty. I needed to take a shower.
I mean, I feel you. I was involved in some Twitter BS, and I felt dirty, so I had to take a shower.
That's right. That's what happens. Get out there in the world, dirty stuff happens. Like Twitter's the dirtiest place on earth. Well, no, actually, Facebook is. It's the second. Well, maybe Instagram. So it's the third dirtiest place on earth. No matter what, you got to take a shower at the end of the day.
Twitter's a fucking cesspool, man. Come on.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
And I had to have a battle of wits with a guy that said some dirty things about a man's daughter that died by
Zack Snyder. They went after Zack again. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and it was a particular somebody that, if I was to mention his name, everybody knows who it is. So a certain person who made a mistake about polar bears in the past. If you get my name.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah, he dropped the ball on a stream the other night and thought that he was, I just made a joke and I retracted it immediately. No, you doubled down and you made an ass of yourself. You took no fucking, you took no responsibility for what you said. You giggled your way through it and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that." And now he's defending himself on Twitter. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you're a pain in the balls. Second of all, dude, you take no responsibility for the things you say, but you want to sit out here and talk about people should stop attacking you, and you want to whine and bitch and complain. I said, man, take your L, admit that you were wrong, and shut the fuck up about it, and it'll go away. I promise.
Vasco, what's up, brother?
What's up, Vasco?
So we got 2 people who have seen Spider-Man. I know Vasco's seen it and Fad's seen it. So
the Batman.
Yeah, and me and Culture hadn't seen it yet. Well, we've seen reviews and stuff.
So if you want my opinion about it, and this is a no spoiler review.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. You can spoil it. I mean,
well, I don't want
the culture. It's up the culture. It's up the culture. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
I don't want to spoil it for your crowd out there, for your chat, but
we can put warning.
It's a kind of a mix between Seven and Batman. Like, there's a whole lot of. But the thing is, look, if you want a detective Batman, it's perfect. Like, if you want that classic, gritty, dark, corrupt Gotham, it's going to be right up your alley. But if you're looking for a glitzy superhero movie, you're not going to like this. It's just plain and simple.
Exactly. That's one
Batman's violent. The whole situation is violent. The Riddler is terrifying, and I don't often say that about a character in a movie. He's terrifying. He is absolutely, honestly scary. And this is coming from a guy who watches horror movies on the regular, but that dude fucking frightened me, okay? They hint at a lot of things coming in the future, so they do plan on making sequels. That's a good thing, Tony. Like I said, I'm not going to do any spoilers if you want to stick around, but like it's worthwhile to go and see. At least see it once, okay? I will say that. At least see it once, and then make your decisions on it. It's good in my opinion, but like the other night when we talked about it on Poindexter Lounge, I gave it a 7.5. Well, I gave it a 7. And that's because some of the things are a little off, but you also have to understand Robert Pattinson's learning how to be Batman. Okay. And he did good, in my opinion. Now, he's a little jerky. He's a little stilted. But other than that, man, he's learning to be Batman. He's learning how to play the character. And it's a worthy try. I will admit that. He was really good. All the actors and actresses that were in this were really good. I don't think anybody really missed a mark. One of the highlights of the movie is Colin Farrell's Penguin.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no. And that's the thing is, like, going into it, the practical effects, at least from the visual effects makeup side of things, I was all about, especially the first time I saw his prosthetics, right? He was completely dressed out as the Penguin in a way that I was amazed. And again,
let me put it this way about him. Colin Farrell for the longest time got lumped into where he was just playing the same character all the time in the movies.
True.
This is not Colin Farrell. He's where a lot of the comedic relief for the movie comes from, is from his character. But when I say that, it's not like dopey comic relief. It's kind of raunchy. Really, it's like there's a whole lot of grime, and you want to talk about feeling dirty. This movie makes you feel dirty.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, and that was the whole point of it.
Gotham's horrible. It's corrupt. There are only a few likable characters in this movie, but it's made to be that way. It's made to be that way.
Touching on that humor aspect that you're talking about, the humor that reminded me when that scene was happening was of Scarface humor.
Yeah, it's very much De Palma type, just out of nowhere humor.
Yeah, one of my friends says very Carlito way. He told me that way before the movie came out, and I was like, okay, I get it. And again, I mean, knowing what I know about the visual effects side of things, especially when it comes to makeup and especially prosthetic effects, I have to tell you that was amazing. I mean, just looking at him and everything I've seen him in is ridiculous. Plus,
and I will give you.
Go ahead.
I will give you a slight spoiler.
Yeah, I don't know. Tony's like bailing out on us now, so I don't know if you want to spoil it too much, bro.
Batman breaks his rule.
Oh no, I don't like that.
But it's not. Pattinson talked about it in an interview before the movie came out.
I know, yeah. And they were trying to make an argument for it, the Batman that kills. And I'm like, F you, the Batman does not kill. This is one hard and fast rule. You know, and wow, you're gonna get me fired up, you know, because I understand a lot of people got invested in year 2 Batman. Right. But there is no argument for him not taking the moral high ground when it comes to that particular thing. But
okay. He does take the moral high ground on a couple of things though. And trust me, when it comes down to when that particular thing happens, he grows from it.
Well, I'm sure, but any better.
There's a point where he says something to Gordon about guns.
I don't remember.
And you see that he's had some growth, but like at the start of the movie, he's hopeless. I'll say that, but he grows through the movie, and you can see some of his hope coming back near the end of it, and it's because of how people react to him versus how he feels about himself. And there's a marked difference. There's a marked difference from the start of the movie to the end.
Let me ask you this, Fat. Is it a movie that you would take your kids?
No. In fact, I know of one situation where a friend of mine was doing a screening for a bunch of people, and a lady with her kid walked out.
That's what surprised me, because they killed themselves on toys doing that on this movie.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're teenagers, it's different. But if like under 10, I wouldn't do it. There's a whole lot of hyper gritty realism in it. There's a whole lot of hyper gritty realism, and you don't, if you don't want your kids seeing that too young, don't do it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I was thinking about it, because some of my kids wanted to go. If I go, I'm gonna take all my kids, because I took all my kids to see Spider-Man and they enjoyed it. And now I was like thinking my older one wants to see it, but I'm thinking my youngest ones, I don't know if I want to take them to it, because it's still too. Yeah.
And even if you take your teenagers, I would have a discussion with them after the movie. Yeah. After the fact. It's not Joker levels of hyper violence, but there is some violence, and it's pervasive. But there's not like a whole. There's some things that you might want to watch with kids, but it's still a PG-13 movie. But like I said, anybody under 10 or 12, I wouldn't take. That's just personal opinion.
That's what I said. They heard they've pushed their close to the rated R as they could, almost to the rated R.
Well, and I could see where this almost dipped over the line. There's some of it. There's some of it that's like implied, like a lot of Riddlers. Because I'm gonna make it clean and simple to you. And this is no spoiler. Everybody knows this. It's a serial killer movie. Okay, and Riddler's violent. He's vile. No questions asked.
It's not the Jim Carrey Riddler we know.
No. This is a Riddler based on the Zodiac Killer. The real life Zodiac Killer. And he's very disturbing and disturbed. And there's a scene or two where they don't actually give you like the full on Saw, like in your face gore, but it's implied, and that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good movie though. Like I said, but if you're not looking for hyper realistic, if you want like a superhero glitzy regular superhero fare, then you're not gonna like it. And this is going to be, and I have to tell you, Culture Casino, this is going to be a divisive movie with people, especially Batman fans.
Well, I would have expected nothing else. And again, based on, the information that I had going into this, based on people who I trust, like comics, you guys know, comics division has a very strong opinion. I don't know. But then, Geiscar, who's here with us, the Basco.
Yeah, Basco, give us your take on it. Yeah, I was wondering Basco's take on this.
The thing is with me, right? I was never a Batman comic book fan. I never really got immersed. Instead, I've said it multiple times. I was more of a Marvel guy, but my buddies that were full on pledged comic book collectors that collected comics, I mean, Marvel, DC, Image, whatever, they would steer me in books and read this, like The Killing Joke, right? And great book. So I based everything on the movies, and I knew Batman had a dark side. I knew he was a detective most than anything, right? That was his main purpose, of solving crimes and helping, Commissioner Gordon solve stuff. But the take that we got, I really enjoyed it because it's something different that not many people that are not hardcore fans are getting a glimpse to see, right? And I have to say, dead on, the Riddler, it was the way everything was set up and the way that Batman is becoming himself as Batman and learning himself and controlling his fears throughout the movie. You can tell this is a young Batman. This is a Batman that's coming into his own, right? So I really like that take of it. Did it have its problems? Absolutely. Did it have as part of his agenda? Yes, it did. It had a little part there that, if you know that it's coming, there was one line that I just can't get over, and I said this on the stream yesterday.
The Catwoman line,
yeah. That when she said that, I find it was really unnecessary to say in the movie. It did nothing, but just
it was a little on the nose.
Yeah, you can tell it was just pure politics when she said that. And that was my only major gripe I had over the movie. That and the fact that the last about half hour could have been, they could have fixed up that part of the last quarter of that movie. They could have compressed it to make it a bit shorter, and I think it would have just ended just fine. But as a whole, if you're a Batman fan, I definitely think you should see it and come to the terms yourself. Even though you trust our opinions and things like that, hands down, definitely get to see it.
Now,
either you wait for it or you see it in the theater. But if you see in the theater, the visual, the cinematography was outstanding. It was a dark movie, but that's what it was. That's what it was meant to be.
Do you think it was too long? Do you think it was too long? Okay, it's 3 hours long. Do you think it should have been shortened?
They could have
cut 20 minutes of this movie and it would have been better.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. So I've heard a couple people say if at least 30 minutes it would took off.
Now I do want to add a couple of things to what I was saying earlier, and I just thought about this. Two things. One, something that this movie did really well, and this is something that was done in the comics a lot. And I am, unlike you, Basco, I am a comic book guy. Not that I'm saying it's bad that you're not, because that's cool, But
no, I collected Marvel. I have very little DC. I have some DC, but very little.
I'm more of a Marvel guy myself, and Jason knows that. But anyway, just on the surface with this channel, with
Josh,
this movie.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, Josh, how you doing, brother? But with this movie, this is something that this movie does really well. Hey, Jedi Bill.
Food. LDG, what's going on? And Poe. What's going on?
Let me know when you're done up there, Jason.
I do. I'm good.
Okay. So one thing that a lot of the other Batman movies did not get right, in my opinion, is in the comics, Batman was the boogeyman to criminals. Okay.
Yeah.
Batman was an urban legend. Batman struck fear in the hearts of criminals. And something that this movie gets spot on is that aspect of Batman. Okay. There's a scene where this dude's thinking about taking a run down an alley and he sees the bat signal in the sky and you see him change his mind about taking a shot down this alley because he's wondering what's in the shadows. There's also a part in the movie where Batman is deliberately walking up on people and he's slow walking up on them. Like, and it builds the intimidation. Like, you can see that criminals are really afraid of Batman. And I think this movie did that the best of any Batman movie I've ever seen. About the only one that came close is Keaton back in '89. The second thing I wanted to bring up, and this was actually brought to my attention by somebody else. This movie, though it is not as hyper violent as the Joker, it holds a lot of the same style and feel as the Joker movie did. Like, they could almost be in the same universe. With Gotham.
I can see that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
I can see that. What
you
you're
disagree?
saying. No, I can see what you're saying. Like, it does make sense if that Joker, but I don't want to spoil it.
It's
for anybody.
Josh. We're a little bit of spoil, not too many spoilers. We're not doing too hard spoilers away. I mean, we're trying to save some stuff. It might be a little bit, but not. We're trying to save anything major. We're trying to hide some the spoilers. Because me and Culture hadn't seen it either, so we're just getting a feel of it, because we've already heard reviews, so we're trying to just get.
I'm not doing spoilers, guys. Trust me on that.
Yeah, we're just getting their opinions, how they feel. These Basco and Fats both seen it. Me and Culture hadn't seen it yet, so we're filling them out what their reactions was and stuff. That's what we're sort of trying to do.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I don't think I lost my money. I didn't, waste my money going to see it. Then again, would I have spent money like that to watch it on IMAX and stuff? Not really.
Oh, did you see an IMAX? Oh, you saw an IMAX?
I will never spend crazy amount of money to watch any movie. I just disagree with that.
Hey, get a refund like LDG did. Isn't that right, LDG?
Yeah.
Ooh, Pickles got a refund, huh?
Oh yeah, for Matrix.
For Matrix, I don't blame you.
That movie with ads, man. Come on.
I saw it on HBO Max. I almost asked for my month refund for that. After he got his refund, I was like, I need to call HBO Max. I need a free month for that, that movie. Having to watch that movie. Yeah,
you guys put this ass out here. Can I get a refund for the ass?
Dude, they put ass out the whole year, man. All the movies they put on HBO Max this whole year, between Mortal Kombat and all those.
Well, see, I disagree with you on Mortal Kombat. I liked it.
And the silence kicked in.
Oh Lord!
The first 10 minutes was awesome.
Yeah. Then it was parts of it was cool. It was parts, but
there were parts of that movie that were worth. Hey, at least it was better than them ass ones from back in the 90s. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the ones in the 90s wasn't that bad. I mean, the story was a little better. It seemed like, but it's
well,
they could have just
forward with Mortal Kombat 2, by the way.
Well, they were getting the second one. The Miz is supposedly going to be in the next one. I hear.
Yeah, probably going to be playing Johnny Cage.
That's who he's supposed to be. If they got it signed, I'm assuming he will definitely. That's definitely who he's going to be in.
Well, this is actually set up for 3 films. The problem is unless this thing rocks $1 billion, they ain't going to get 3 films. DC is past the experimental stage. I'm going to tell you this right now. Based on the business side of the aspects of all of this stuff, the Warner Discovery merger is about to finalize. When it does, you have a Zaslav who's actually moving onto the lot. Literally, he's moving his offices onto the Warner lot. They're done. You've already got DC Comics in a homeless position at this point. They got nowhere to go. You're about to see Marvel Comics in the same position. There are entities at work right now that, even though they were participants in the destruction of these crucial elements of culture, they are essentially going to kick them to the curb. So you're in a position where there's valuable real estate on this lot, and Zaslav's going to take it over. Then he's going to finish doing what Jason Kilar started doing, which is sorting out the wheat from the chaff. Right. And you'll end up with a situation where the ideology driven stuff will not be pushed to the forefront. You're still going to get those elements. There's no doubt about it.
I have a feeling that Hamada is definitely out at Warner.
He's and so Sarnoff. They're both fucking out of there. Yeah,
Sarnoff and Hamada are both done.
Yeah.
Now, as for Marvel, I will be somewhat of a Marvel simp right now. With Marvel, I think they've made a good turnaround with what Kevin Feige said about Benedict Cumberbatch stepping up and being the headliner now for the MCU.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you legitimately think that was his idea?
I think it was more Feige's idea than a lot of people believe. I honestly think that Feige's more in control than you think.
Well, he was. Here's the problem. If Chapek sits the way he sits and he is telling people outright he's not going to write long-term deals for studio leadership positions, you don't think that bodes ill for people who are trying to drive business in a way that's not profitable? That's the problem with what Feige released. Think about the first few films we got out of Phase 4 that weren't made by Sony. And as much as the involvement was there for Sony and Marvel, with Feige and the story.
Well, no, I think a point was made to him that those films didn't work, and I think Doctor Strange is going to work.
They went through the most extensive reshoots I have ever heard of.
Yeah, but it's going to be more to the it's going to be more to the positive than you think.
Oh no, I already know what they shot. So I'm like I said, I was not interested. I was very interested in Doctor Strange. Then I was much less interested. Now I'm back more interested in this film to see what actually happens based on what I know was actually shot, not just the cameos. Because again, that's the excuse they use. We're going to bring in a bunch of these characters. Well, that's great, but that took all of 3 days on set. There are 33 other days that were not pickups that had to be scheduled as these reshoots. See, this is where everybody tries to, make excuses and do all this other stuff. What was shot was corrections to the problem that they created all the way back in WandaVision, and even before that. They had to fix the Wanda character, and they're nowhere near close to getting it fixed, but at least they're on the right path. They continue to break their own product. This is the problem with this is what happens when you deviate because you're trying to put, a narrative message in there that is not consistent with the comics, the source material. Same problem happened with Star Wars, Star Trek. I mean, I can go through a litany of lists of the problems that are around us, right? The Wheel of Time, the Rangs of Power that are about to come out, all of this other things that are being delivered to us are being delivered because they were served with a healthy helping of message that nobody wants, and it wrecks everything it touches.
And I think Feige realizes that is the thing.
No, it's not Feige. Well, he had a come to Jesus talk. I'm just going to tell you right now.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't see the problems. Okay.
Oh no. I feel you, man. I'm not. Believe me. I am not coming at you. I'm just saying that that's actually one of those weird things. It's just everybody's going to have to recraft. And by the way, if Zaslav is going to do what he's telling everybody in the industry he's going to do, he's going to spend less money and compete harder. That means
let me just say something. Let me just say something here about the whole Warner thing.
Yeah.
I've heard some things on the inside at Warner. And I know of a couple of things that are probably coming down the line when the merger happens. Certain groups out there that are angry at the moment need to sit back and wait.
Oh, I'm 100% on board. Hey, what's up, pop culture curator? I can say this.
Certain
I know
people need to sit back and wait.
You're 100% right. We're about to get, like I said, we're about to get some shifts, and I'm good with that. It's the same thing with right now for Disney, you're in the last throes of the let's get high Republic. They are having their last few swings. There is so much positive out there as far as the Lucas Story Group folks, Justina Ireland, Daniel Day, older. I hate his name, whatever it is.
Well, especially with Pablo Hidalgo being out. Well,
well, I don't know necessarily that Yoda's completely gone, but I hear what you're saying. But it's one of those weird places that we're standing where they see the writing on the wall. There has to be some profit. But again, I digress. With Warner specifically, there are goals in mind, and they're all story driven, and there is a lot of force behind it. And look, I'm doing a story that's informed by 36 different articles. Pieces of information by somewhere near 18 pieces of other types of media, including video, just on CNN alone, that's going to tell you the turnaround when it comes to news, even with the new guy that they pulled in, which is the last grunt effort of they tried to write a shitty contract that Zaslav can't get rid of the knucklehead they just brought in. But I'm telling you right now, Malone is willing to, eat that and actually pay for it if he has to get CNN back onto a more balanced track.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is furthermore, these things need to be done.
Yeah, they need to be done a long time.
There definitely needs to be a shakeup. And when I say that I'm going to simp for Marvel or any of the companies, it's not so much that I'm a simp. It's that I can see the path from both sides. Okay, I can see where they need. Look, it's about to be cut bait or fish time right now because, these companies have lost their ass over the last couple of years.
Oh, more
and
than
with
that.
the changes that are going on with just the world as it is right now, people need to start making some money.
Scale projections for Star Wars alone from Force Awakens should have put the third film over $3 billion in earnings. And when that went the entirely opposite direction, it didn't look good for Uncle Bob. But anyway, I hate to do this, but I do need to dip because I'm supposed to be having a meeting elsewhere at the moment. But I would
actually like to chat with you more, sir.
Sure.
I
I pop in randomly all over the place. Ask Bosco or anybody else.
Look. Yeah. We can agree to disagree on things.
Oh, sure.
Okay?
Sure, of course.
And I love a good debate. All right. And my biggest thing right now with fandom is this. People need to stop dying on hills. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We need to agree to disagree. If I don't agree with you on something, then there should at least be room for a debate.
50% of the best friends that I have are people I almost never agree with. So don't worry about that. I always Tommy, it's good to see you. Everybody else is here.
But actually, in this case, I do agree with you on a lot of things.
No worries, man. No worries. Again, you're, like I said, I'm everywhere, or I try to be. But I seriously, I do have to dip out. I'm doing some other stuff for some other people tomorrow, so I need to get this meeting out of the way. You guys are a lot of fun to talk to. Thanks for letting me hang out, Jason. I appreciate
it. Plug your channel, brother.
Look, Culture Casino YouTube, Culture Casino Odyssey, Culture Casino Rumble. I don't know, Culture Casino on the Moon. Who cares? It doesn't matter, but I had a great time being here. And everybody that showed up, I appreciate it. Those of you out there watching this on the replay, whatever, check out this man over here. He deserves your subscription.
I appreciate it, brother.
We need to get him much closer to 500 and beyond that. Let's push these numbers up. Anyway, love you guys. Everybody have a great day.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, guys.
Take it easy, man. Be safe.
He is awesome. Yeah, check him. Fat he hit on Monday nights and Thursday nights. They on the Comics channel. They have an awesome show.
Well,
Basco's usually on there too. Usually on at least once a
I'm
week.
usually on both, either yelling at parked cars or when the political thing is, I can actually give an opinion or add something to it.
Oh man, it's an awesome crew there, man.
Yeah,
they're awesome. Nick Weiser.
So what show is that? What channel is
Comics
that?
Division? Comics Division.
Comics Division.
Comics Division.
That's the thing I like about being on different panels and stuff, and even on my shows, is that it's different, right? It's different mentalities, and you can disagree with them, and they'll respect it. Like if you like something that they're just completely destroying, or vice versa, you know, they don't. There's no belittling or anything like that. That's why those.
Let me offer you then. Let me offer you then on that. Why don't you? You can usually find me over at Poindexter Lounge. And we are very open-minded. We don't fight. You know, there are disagreements. I will give you that, but we discuss them. We don't fight about them. So give us a look at Poindexter Lounge.
Yeah, I checked it. I watched y'all the other night. Yeah, I usually check on Monday and Thursday. They got a great show. I'm at work. They have comics. So it's a hell of a panel there.
The captain of our ship over there, Enosh, he's a good guy, and he's real, like, mid of the line. He's honest, and he'll dig deep with you. So give us a look, Beska.
I'll definitely will.
Yeah, check us out on Thursday at 8:00 on Basco's channel. The Hangouts.
Wednesdays.
Wednesday. My bad.
Yeah,
I forget what day it is. Wednesday.
I'm actually subbed to you, Beska.
Oh,
Wednesday
great.
night.
Appreciate that, man.
Wednesday night, yeah.
Appreciate that.
And Basco has another show. Was it today? You didn't have one today? Yeah, today. Yeah.
At 8. Yeah. We'll hold up weights, more political, and we go over to world events, what's going on. When the Canadian convoy was going on, I was.
Oh, I love talking political stuff, man.
Yeah.
So, I like touching a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Watch where you touch it, man. Watch where you touch it. No.
I do. Believe me, I do.
Oh, and just to give you a heads up, Basco, I'm a bit of a stand-up comedian, so my takes are really off the wall.
That's all good. It's all good, man.
That's Culture Casino's channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed, check it out. He has an awesome channel. And that's awesome.
All I say is, if you're gonna go toe to toe with Culture Casino, you better make sure you do your homework.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. He's good, man. I say, if you watch, I love just hearing him, man. When they get going, him and comics and Nick Weiser and Flu, all that, man. Whew, that's a hell of a panel. Sometimes it gets on there.
Yeah,
I think I hold my own tonight.
Yeah. It's good stuff, though. You learn something. What's cool about it? You learn stuff, man. That's what's cool about it.
Of course.
You learn something.
First time I was on that panel, at one point, like the first time I met them and I was on that panel, they were going at it and stuff like that. At one point, Culture goes, Basco, you're very quiet. I'm like, oh, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'll say something, but right now I'm learning. I'm learning this dynamic. But yeah, it's great because I just be it's a good place where I can be myself and not feel belittled or anything like that. That's where I need to be. So
exactly.
I really thank Comics Division and Culture also. I was a couple of times that he invited me on his show, and from there that's what it's about. The fellowship, right? You start being on those shows, and then you outlet. I was on Lorena's show. She actually had me for her lunch. The lunch break show that she has.
Her and Fat Steve. Fat Steven. Yeah, exactly. He's cool too. Yeah, he's cool too.
100%. And then Fat Steven had me on his show when he was doing the whole convoy thing, right? So that's how the networking happens. Hey Sherry, good to see you.
Ryan says hi, Fat. Let me check. Sherry's here too.
Hey, what up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy?
And the lovely Sherry.
How you doing, darling?
There we go. Sherry.
Yeah, so Yeah, it's always awesome.
So definitely, so basketball. Like I was asking about the kids. So did you take your kids to see it, or did you?
I went with my eldest.
Oldest, okay.
My eldest is not 20. It's just going to be 20, and my youngest is going to be 17. So they're not babies anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I got a 14, a 12, a 10, and a 6-year-old. That's the 6-year-old. That's why I really don't want to go and take him there.
No, there was a guy. Go ahead.
All of my kids are adults, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah.
But like,
there was in my theater, there was a kid that was like at least maybe 10.
Yeah.
And I heard him say to his dad a couple of times, "What happened? What happened?" So it's.
Well, that's the thing. He likes Batman. See, that's the thing. He's like seeing the old '89 Batmans and all that. They like them. They got the Lego Batman games and stuff. So, like when they say, "Oh, there's a Batman movie," so like I was like, "Son, I can't take you to this one." It's kind of hard to explain why I can't take it to him. I just don't. I just looked at it. And I was like, I don't think it would be a very wise thing to take him to that movie. So,
no.
My oldest one wants to go because I didn't realize that theme is a Nirvana song. I did not realize that because he's big in Nirvana, and that's a real dark song. And I was listening, and I was like, oh, it is a Nirvana song because
there was a variety of songs. Like there was
that song that they played in the trailer. That's the song "Something in the Way" by Nirvana.
Yeah,
and that is a dark song.
Mm-hmm.
It's about him. It was about him being homeless and living under a bridge and stuff like that.
So, but it fits. I guess it fits the tone of this movie pretty good. What I understand.
Well, what it fits is it fits the attitude that Bruce Wayne has about himself. Like this is not Bruce Wayne and Batman. This is not him being comfortable with being Bruce Wayne. He's comfortable with being Batman. He's not comfortable with being Bruce Wayne. And I've heard a lot of reviewers say that basically Bruce Wayne is dead at this point. Like emotionally, he's dead. He's really the Batman. It isn't till near the end of the movie that he gets used to the whole being Bruce Wayne thing.
Okay, let me ask you this. I asked both of you this. Is this sort of similar to Batman Begins, sort of a new take at that, or is it a different? It's like before or after.
It's different. This movie is like a standalone.
Okay.
I know people like comparing them to like movie itself as a whole. Better, I think.
Like the beginning of Batman.
Even Ashley said it right. This movie as itself stands by itself. If you want to compare it to the other movies, it's different because the other movies weren't that dark. Besides,
let me say something about the fighting, the way he fights in this movie. Okay, like most other Batman movies, you can tell he's been trained as a fighter. You can tell he's been, that he's highly trained, that he's peak of perfection. In this movie, he's not. His fighting style is very much like just a regular dude on the street fighting. Okay. There's not like a lot of
year one, year two. Like that's
it's
sort of
year
like
one, year two vibe. Yeah, it's
that's
year one, year two. Year one, year two, Long Halloween, and The Killing Joke were a lot of the influences for this movie.
Okay. But we didn't get the death of his family again. So somebody said that's not in there.
No.
Well, it's not shown again, but it is mentioned.
Yeah, it's
referenced. Oh, his family's referenced big time in like the second act of the movie.
Yeah. Which some people also had an issue with.
Which is, I don't think there should have been an issue with that. Like, okay, there's a comic book. It was a standalone. It's almost, they consider it an Elseworlds, but there was a standalone called Arkham Asylum, A Lonely Place on Earth. And it talked about the history of the family that started Arkham Asylum. And they got a lot of what they were talking about his mother from that book. And it's like, go ahead, Jason.
No, go ahead and finish that. Then I was going to say about the Arkham Asylum thing, because I heard a rumor today that they're going to make a HBO Max show of Arkham Asylum. It's going to be like a spinoff of this.
It is in the Matt Reeves world. They're doing a Penguin show. on HBO Max, and they're doing an Arkham Asylum show. Now, it was originally touted to be a GCPD show, but it's going to involve the GCPD, but it's going to be more about Arkham Asylum. The GCPD are going to be involved though, because it's Gotham, but it's going to be like they're going to focus on Arkham, and they're going to focus on the inhabitants of Arkham, and they're going to focus on some of the history of Arkham in that show.
And we got a Joker reference at the end. I know I'm sort of spoiling this, but I've already heard of this.
It's more than a reference. It's more than a reference.
Yeah. It's the guy from the Eternals, supposedly.
Yeah, it's Barry Keoghan. The name of the actor is Barry Keoghan. He's the one that played Druig in the Eternals. The guy that can control minds.
What do y'all think about that? I mean, do y'all think that's a good choice? Or
it's a good spoiler, but I will agree with another reviewer that I heard earlier, a guy named Cody Leach, who loved the movie. He was ecstatic about the movie, but he said, I think it was. We've got when it comes to the rogues gallery that Batman has, there have been certain members of the rogues gallery that have been done too much. And the Joker, there's a lot of Joker fatigue because Joker's been done a lot. So it may be, in my opinion, it may be a little early to tease the Joker.
Well, I saw some kind of clip art of a Two-Face like possible coming too, and he was creepy as hell also.
Well, they've talked about a lot of the. See, Matt Reeves doesn't want to go too fantastical with this series that he's working on here. His Batverse, he doesn't want to go too fantastical. He wants to keep it grounded. So there's going to be certain members of the Rogues Gallery they just can't do. But we were talking about it over on the lounge the other night. Like, one of the biggest ones people want to see in a Batman movie right now is Clayface. Okay,
I was going to say Killer Croc and Clayface.
Well, but what I think, and I explained a way they could do Clayface. Okay, like in the comic books, in the Batman comics, there have been 9 different people that have held the name Clayface. Okay, and the first one was a guy by the name of Basil Karlo. Now, Basil Karlo, a lot of people, when you say Clayface, they think the big mud monster from the animated series. Okay. Basil Karlo was the first Clayface. He wasn't like that. Basil Karlo was a stage actor, and in fact, he was based on Boris Karloff and Lon Chaney Jr., who were 2 old black and white actors. They were the guys that played in a lot of the early Universal horror movies, like Frankenstein and stuff. And this guy, Basil Karlo, the first Clayface, was a stage actor that had this like magical mud that he could use to change his facial appearance. So in all practicality, he was a Clayface. He just wasn't a mud face. He wasn't like the mud version of Clayface. He changed his face with this special mud or this special and the way you can do that is, instead of saying it's a magical mud that he found or a magical clay that he found to do it, you could just explain it with science. And I explained that with Poison Ivy too. Poison Ivy's always been shown as being a scientist and being an environmentalist. Well, with her, she could have just figured out a way to change human pheromones to where they can control plants. It can all be done like scientifically, but there's like certain characters like Man-Bat. You really couldn't do Man-Bat. Now, one of the big villains they're talking about maybe for the second movie is going to be Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Fad, 1 second, real quick. Basco, he's said he's got a dip here in a second. Basco, go ahead and shout out your channel real quick.
Sure. And the Basco Scenarios, the channel. I got a show every Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. with one of my fellow co-hosts right above me right here, Mr. Tucker himself. And Fridays at 8 p.m. with my man 36, where we talk more political stuff. And my random gaming streams throughout the week or weekend mostly now. But yeah, thanks for sending me.
Brother, appreciate you coming in by, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Oh, good, man. I wasn't bad.
Yeah, me and Austin we were supposed to have our regular thing on Friday, but he wasn't able to. He might be going to see Batman night, is what it was. He wasn't able to come on, so I was like, well, I just figured just popped those stream on, and culture came out of nowhere, and I was like, hey, I started talking to him, and I was like, that was awesome. I was seeing him come on my channel.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good to finally talk to you, man.
Oh,
it's good to finally talk to you.
Thank you for subbing, and And definitely, man, whenever you can, hang out and stuff. Definitely. But yeah,
All
it's,
right,
culture does that too, man. Whenever he's not doing anything, he'll
Awesome, man.
just jump on
It's the
anybody
first time.
who subs with them, and he'll just jump on their stream and
That was
and
awesome.
stuff. It's great. Yeah.
This first time meeting him. I've listened to him, but I've never met him.
Oh, really? That's cool.
That's the first time I ever met him. So it was like cool. I was like, he popped up on the stream. I was like, wow. I was like, Parrot Head. Thanks to Parrot Head, because Parrot Head, I guess, send him a link or something. So, or the data
so
stream.
cool.
So yeah, Parrot Head's awesome too. He's another awesome scrap. He's
Yes.
always in everybody's chat and stream. So
yeah, that's how it goes. Awesome, man. So yeah, thank you for having me, and
Awesome,
yeah,
brother.
we'll catch you all next time.
all right, brother. Have a
Take
good
care,
night,
chat.
man.
I
Have a
will,
good
man.
weekend.
you, brother. Be safe.
Thank you.
Good weekend.
You too.
Yeah, I was going to ask y'all when y'all in there because it was another question. Was any good new trailers for any of the upcoming DC movies? I was going to ask y'all.
No.
Nothing new. Black Adam, nothing.
No,
Shazam,
there was nothing. Nothing for for Disney. No, not Disney. Nothing for DC. No.
DC. See, I'm surprised. I figured they would try to up some, like Black Adam coming. They would have something new in there. What is it? Aquaman and what's the other one coming out? It's just
I wish.
Flash.
God, I wish, but no, there wasn't.
Mm.
At least
That's
not
perfect time
my
to do it. Yeah, perfect time to do it. So what was you now? What was you saying? You was getting on there into the Batman stuff.
Well, I'm just
there's
like,
oh, here
there's
he is.
a lot of
Jedi.
Hey,
Hello.
What's going on, Bill? I was hoping you had a stream night because after Austinator what able to come on, I was like, well, I was not going to do anything, and I was like, shit, I was looking and nobody was streaming. I was like, crap. So I was like, well, let me just pop something on there and see if anybody shows up. And I was like,
Well, ordinarily I stream, but
yeah, I know.
didn't feel.
Yeah,
like
you've been doing every night almost, so yeah, take a break, sometimes.
Not every night. Sometimes you go and at it hard, sometimes you don't.
Checking those subscriptions. Yeah, that's right. Check your subscription because YouTube likes to unsubscribe you guys. So always check on them. So what's going on, Jedi? Have you seen the Batman yet?
I have not.
Okay.
I don't. Even with all the good reviews, positive reviews, I still don't have a desire to see it.
Just wait to
Sorry.
HBO Max.
I'm sorry. I just can't get past sparkly Batman, dude.
Oh man, just gonna wait till it gets on HBO Max probably. And then it's like a month, ain't it? It's supposed to be April. God, was it
April 19th?
April 19th.
April 19th.
A little month of the change. That ain't too far away.
Yeah, well, Bill, I will give you this. He did really well in this movie. You don't see Twilight. Okay. So I mean, it's worth a try. It's worth a try.
That's what YouTube critics have said. I know. I've been looking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of wait. I want to see it, but then I've heard things, and I'm like, do I want to spend 3 hours? That's the thing is, I just don't want to.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Aside from that little bit lagging at the end, it doesn't feel like it's 3 hours. At least it didn't to me. The movie's got a good pace to it.
I definitely, like I said, I'll just have to see because I have to go to the coast to go see it now. So that's the thing. To spend the time, and make sure. And then now, well, I was going to take that's the thing. I was going to take the whole family over there. So now that's going to be. I'm sure my little girl doesn't want to see it. I don't want her. She's only 10. I don't want her to see it. And my youngest son, I definitely don't want him to see it. He's 6. So my 14, my 12-year-old, maybe. And then that's that's kind of I'm sure my wife doesn't want to see it either if it's like that either. So hugs, Miss Laura.
Hey, Moira. Meow.
Meow.
Per Moira, per.
So yeah, so I just thinking because like I said, I just seen it killing themselves on toys because like my son, he likes Batman and stuff and says, it's like why I can play with the Batman toy, but I can't go see the movie, so it's kind of looks at it that way. But I definitely will have to look at it and figure, like I said, see if I have the time, I'm gonna definitely go over there and check it out. But how about let me say, besides the Batman, what else has came out? And Uncharted came. Did you see that one, Fan? The Uncharted.
I have not gotten a chance to see that one yet.
I gotta get Rob. I know Rob saw it.
I'd probably go see that one first.
The Uncharted with Tom Holland.
Yeah,
it looks interesting.
I'm hearing good things about it though.
Mm-hmm. Actually, because people who played the game actually said it was pretty good. I mean, for a video game adaptation. But I said Tom Holland. Who else is in? Tom
Holland, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg's in it. So that one just came out. So, and then we got next will be Doctor Strange, right? And Morbius. Well, Morbius.
If you're on Disney Plus, the next will be Moon Knight, and then Doctor Strange.
Then we got Morbius coming out April 1st too. So
yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, so speaking on Marvel things, it's going to be Moon Knight, then Morbius, then Doctor Strange.
What do you think about Morbius? You excited to see that?
I'm into watching it.
See how it ties in, because I know they did some reshoots on that too. So see if they did add one to Spider-Man or. Hey, yeah. Raquel's in here. What's going on?
4, 1,
hey, Raquel.
5, 7, 2, 3, 4, 0.
What's that? Is that you? Or? Get your countdown going on. Yeah. Yeah, we got that big music festival out here by my house, man. It's been going. It started up yesterday. Actually, I was hearing a while ago the bass was playing 30 to 40,000 people at this thing. We got for our little town. We ain't got that many people in our town, and it is packed, man. You see just the roads and stuff. It's crazy.
Sorry about that. It was a weird phone call verifying one of my cards.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Was not expecting that.
Yeah, I was wondering what all that noise. I was wondering what all that noise was. Tommy, you want to come in, brother? I see you've been hanging out, man. Or Fat, if you like old 80s collectibles, man, you should check out Tommy's show. He has shows sometimes on Mondays, and I think it's what day is it? Tommy's Thursday or Friday? And he has like
usually Mondays.
I check him out. I'm actually sub to him.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he has a cool show, man. Like if you like the old like Transformers and all the old classics from the 80s, man. I'm thinking, damn it, I had a lot of that stuff. I was like, wish I still had. Some cool stuff, man. I miss those days, man. The 80s were so good, man. It's like the shows, animated shows, and I know there's one. I was talking to somebody the other day. You know, they always bringing some of these shows back and redoing them. I don't know if it was on your show, Jedi, or somebody was talking about Silverhawks. You remember Silverhawks? You remember the old Silverhawks cartoon? Please. Oh, they're all muted. Tom, you remember? Oh, okay, Fats. Yeah, I said, you remember the old Silverhawks cartoon, Jedi?
That was probably way after my time. I mean,
the Silverhawks? Did you watch the Thundercats? Did you like the Thundercats?
Probably not, because I was more of an adult.
Well, even that. I mean, that's even Danny.
I
mean, that was like the Transformers and stuff. You know, that was like cool cartoon. I mean, cartoons that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool stuff. But so Jenna, what do you got planned this week? You got any you went karaoke? When you got your next karaoke show?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
After hours karaoke.
After hours. Ryan said he's a '90s kid.
And Western Cinema on Sunday afternoon.
All the Western.
I'm probably gonna play a sci-fi feature tomorrow during the day.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Well, I don't know yet.
Okay.
I have a few ideas. It's either gonna go sci-fi or kung fu theater.
Oh, kung fu theater.
I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
Yeah, you had some good ones, man. I know when you did the Western that one. I remember seeing that movie a long time ago. But How the West Was Won. It's just a long movie, but it's a really good movie. I know you did that a couple months ago. That's a really good. I know. I remember back in the DVD days. That was them two discs, two DVDs together. You had to pop one in, pop another one because this is such a long movie. Great movie. You just gotta have a long day to watch it though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Ryan's a '90s kid. So what'd you like in the '90s, Ryan? What was your favorite thing? I'm trying to think. See, '90s, we come back into to what was popular in the '90s. It's hard to believe in 20. Yeah. So, Chad, everybody's seen Batman's. Put a bat in the chat for how many people we've seen it so far. Food, I know Food. Yeah, Food saw it the other night when I was on a stream. He got to see it like Wednesday night or something like that. He was Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I never got into Dragon Ball Z. The Power Rangers either. I mean, Batman. I like the Batman animated series. I never got into Dragon Ball. I sort of started watching the Power Rangers when it first came out. Then my boss when I was at Walmart, he loved the Power Rangers, and I'm like, dude, I just can't get into it, man. It's like I just didn't like it.
What's up, Red Monarch?
What's going on, bro? It's good to see you.
You got the moving background now, eh?
Oh, the jumping devils in a hat.
Yeah.
I had to come up with something. I was like, I made this show called "Jumping Devils Jumping in Hats." I felt that animated. I was like, I just got to do something tonight. I didn't think anybody was going to come on because nobody was showing streaming. I was hanging out in Saggy Melon's chat there for a little bit, and then they're streaming the music fest here in town. They're streaming it, so I was been watching it, and I was like, well, and a little bit in Mac's channel. So I was like, well, let me just pop it on, see if anybody will pop on, because he said he's drinking and some brews and watch some zombie flicks. Cool. They ain't had I'm surprised we ain't had another zombie movie out lately. And it was supposed to do that. What was that? World War Z, when they were supposed to do a sequel to that, but I don't know if they
No, I didn't like World War Z.
You didn't like it?
Not really.
Hey, Jason Lee, I'm gonna have to dip out, man. I'll talk to you later.
That's cool, brother. That's cool, brother. I'm probably going to be shutting down pretty soon because I know it's almost getting 2 o'clock. So probably in the next 10 minutes. I'll probably wait till it hits the 2 mark. And Fat, I appreciate it, brother. And I'm not. I know me and
Good
Austin
to
are
see
going
you,
to do.
Bill.
We'll probably do the stream next Friday. Hopefully, we'll both seen it by now. I know Austin's going to seen it, so we can probably discuss the Batman
Alrighty.
more. It's easier to talk if we've all seen it, so we can both. I know what you're exactly talking about and all that stuff. But it was cool, just get on that and get some little feelers.
I'll catch up with you later, man.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
You too. Bye.
Have a good one.
There's Dave.
So the book was way better than the movie. Yeah, that's what somebody said. Yeah, because I know that, but they were supposed to make a sequel, but yeah. How's the weather out there, Jed? Is it still cool or is it already getting hot again out there?
No, it got hot.
It's hot. That's what it's here now. It is muggy.
It got up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was like, holy shit! And it was like the other day, just yesterday, I was looking at my thermostat. I'm not running my AC or heater or anything, and it's like 82 degrees in the apartment.
Oof.
With the door open, the back door open. Yeah.
But now you're out there in the desert. Is it you got a different, see, we're that tropical humid. You have a different type. That's a different type of I don't know if does it feel hot? I don't see. Here is so humid. It felt like I went out today. It felt like I was like a spotlight and you were in a microwave outside here. Just the humidity was so bad. But how is it out there? It's a different type of feeling of hot though, isn't it? You don't have that humidity. You don't have that humidity.
It's just a dry heat.
Just a dry. You don't have that humidity. That humidity is.
Well, we get a lot of humidity. We get a lot of humidity.
Yeah, it's.
Well, currently it is 53 degrees Fahrenheit with a humidity at 50%. So yeah.
So what are we talking about? Twilight? Jedi still got. Did you ever do that stream?
About the weather.
Did you ever do that stream yet? The one you had to watch. Did you do that yet?
If you pay attention to my channel, you'd know.
I didn't. I know you canceled it. I haven't seen it. I didn't see it though. I knew you canceled it.
It didn't get canceled.
It just postponed for a little bit.
It happened.
Oh, it did. You did do it. Okay. I bet that was torture, wasn't it?
Why do you have to? No, you asking about it. That's torture, bro. But, I mean, come on. I guess it's
hey, at least they only made you watch one. At least you didn't have to watch all 4 of them back to back. That would have been really bad. And you lost that bet. That would have really been bad. Oh. No, it's 15 degrees and snowing here in Montana. Nice. Nice cold, cool weather.
Oh yeah, the temperature is it's actually getting nice this week. I mean,
let me see what
73 highest 73 today, Sunday 62, Monday 66, Tuesday 64. So yeah, it's like spring weather. You can definitely walk around in shorts and wear sandals.
We're going to be
okay.
87 degrees tomorrow. Ooh, 65 low. So we're like, it's going to be 91 on Monday. Ugh. Man, we're already getting the 90s already. Oof. It ain't even March. It's still March. That's hot for March. That is crazy. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Chat, y'all got anything to ask us real quick? Because I know we're probably going to be shutting down here in a little bit. I want probably another 5-10 minutes. But anything I want to ask us what's going on, or we'll answer it best we can. Let's see. He said man thong and Crocs. Oh, wow. Got some man phone Crocs on out there and out in the snow, huh? Man, I have to just go right now, man. No clothes, man. It's hot. The parrot head's doing it to you, man. Sparkly vampires, the Marathon Windville.
Parrot head, you can watch them anytime you want.
If I told them, they said all 5 of them in a row, man.
I'll never watch
them. What's your favorite Batman to date? Well, like I said, I haven't seen this one, so I can't really put this one in there. Movie wise, let me do movies because I really never got into the cartoons of the Batman series, animated series. I mean, I love Michael Keaton, man. Michael Keaton was really, that was at 89, especially that first one. I like The Dark Knight. I mean, everybody goes crazy about what's his name?
The Nolan trilogy.
Nolan, Ben Affleck, and Snyder. I didn't care. I don't like Ben Affleck. I just don't like him as an actor. I mean, I hate to, if there are any Ben Affleck fans out there. I can't stand him in Daredevil. I mean, I especially and then in his other movies like Armageddon, man, I was like, oh. I mean, they killed poor Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is one of my favorite actors, and to save Ben Affleck, and I was like, oh. So I mean, he did decent, like I said, on those movies, but I don't care for him as an actor. So, I mean, I would say I still got to put Keaton as number 1. I liked him. Then probably The Dark Knight number 2. Well, hell, I put Adam West above Clooney and Kilmer. I mean, I have to put him. Probably my least favorite would be Batman and Robin. That probably be my least favorite. I can't, like I said, I haven't seen this film, so I can't really can't really judge it. How about you, Jedi? I mean, you like Keaton or you like Nolan the best?
Well, as far as Batman movies go, the quintessential Batman trilogy is the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah, but that 89 was such a good movie. The first Batman to Tim.
Hell yeah!
Burton.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, they ruined it after.
I didn't like Batman Returns.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like only thing about the Nolan, I didn't like the third one of the Nolan one, the Dark Knight Return. I didn't care for that one. I mean, I like it's like Batman Forever I like parts of it, but it's really not that great a movie. And like Batman and Robin was terrible. What they did to Mr. Freeze and all that was just ugh. But I mean, it's watchable. It's just not the best. I mean, I love the Dark Knight, but like the Batman Begins I really like Batman Begins. That's why I've been asked in Fad and Vasco how this movie, if it was similar to Batman Begins, because it looks similar to that, but like real darker and all that. So I really like that film. Let's see, world's finest anime show. Yeah, the Batman Beyond. I like Batman Beyond now. That was a really good animated series. The Batman Mask, fantastic, good anime. I'd probably have to get G Major on him or Austin in there for that because I really didn't ever watch none of the animated movies. I've heard some of them are really good. I should watch them because I got HBO Max, so I need to actually just one day just sit there and watch them. It's like I ain't even watched the Killing Joke or no. I haven't never seen none of them, but I should just it's on HBO Max. Check it out. I know Austin. He's really he's into it, and G and all that. Let me see what he says. I love the woman in Keaton's Batman and Batman vs. Kim Basinger in her prime. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that was the only problem with that. They consider that the 4 movies combo, but it was like that was on thing. You had Keaton for 2, then you had Val Kilmer, then you had George Clooney. I meant it wouldn't have been so bad if you would have had Kilmer for 2 and still had George Clooney, or George Clooney for 2. It's just like it was kind of weird having especially having Robin in there, and we have two different people playing Batman and the same person playing Robin, so that was but they're not bad, they're watchable, but they could have been a lot better. Like I said, I still like the 89 was probably still the best one. The one after with Penguin's okay, it wasn't the best, but the first one with Jack Nicholson, I mean, you got to say, I know Heath Ledger it was an awesome Joker, but that Jack Nicholson was awesome. I loved his Joker. I loved his whole thing about Joker. I didn't really care for the Suicide Squad Joker, the Jared Leto. I didn't care for his Joker at all. I wasn't a big fan of. Now the Joker movie, I like that. I like the Joker movie, but but that was a one and off movie, so that one really didn't tie. It won't tie into nothing, pretty much. But yeah. Well, Jedi, I'm gonna probably call it a night. I'm go get some sleep.
Okay.
What time you gonna do? Which time you're streaming tomorrow? You said what's your karaoke?
Well, my after hours is after Rambling.
Okay, so it's about 11, 12 my time, though, right? That's what I'm saying. Because I know you're like 3 or 4 hours difference, so it'd be about 11, 12. So
yeah,
around that time. I'll check it. What's his name? You said Rambling Panuka has his first.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I have to check it out. But guys, I appreciate everybody that popped in the chat tonight. I Love Food, Ryan, Red Monarch, Raquel, Tommy, Mora, Sherry, Basco, Jedi, Phil. We got a post popped in here. Culture was in here. I think the LDG was here. Parrothead, LDG. Canadian Spider-Man. Go way up there. Let me see. And Tony was in here also. I appreciate it. Jedi, shout out your channel real quick and let everybody know who you are, where to go, and what's going on.
Well, you know me. I'm the master of the soup, the insomniac soup. We're trying to get a regular rhythm going, but thing in life happens. So anyway, I'll host that most nights during the week, Monday through Friday. It goes from however long it needs to go, and then I host Western cinema on Sundays, and trying to get a movie theater going on Saturdays again, whether it be action theater or just action films and cool stuff.
Cool.
And then I'll do other streams as well. I'm working on a new show that'll hopefully to be maybe a everyday thing coming up, a Monday through Friday show.
Yeah, you've been doing some morning shows too. I saw too, so I was like, wow, the Jedi's been popping in the mornings too.
Yeah, I do a morning show every now and then when I'm able to be coherent in the morning.
Yeah, because I know. So I pop on and I said, Jedi started streaming at 3 a.m. I was like, how the hell is he streaming at 3 a.m? And I forget. I say you're like 3 or 4 hours different, so it's early for you. So I was like, damn it. I was like,
yeah, it's only like 12:05 right now for me.
Yeah, so it's still early.
AM.
It's still early, man.
It's just the start of Saturday.
Just the start, man. Just the start of it. Well, guys, I appreciate it. And guys, like I said, this coming Wednesday, I should be having the coffee break again, 11:15, with me and Mike Stone. He's got some. We'll be talking about this Okeechobee Fest that just happened on, and probably pop some things about the artists playing there, some world events. I think he's got some more some new coffee he's going to introduce. He's going to tell us about. And I try to get special guests as a photographer. It's going to tell us about photography and how the imagery of like product, how they, imagery of products and how, how to sell products and stuff by imagery and photography and stuff. So working on that. So he might be here on this next Wednesday. Also, like Basco was saying, his show on the Basco scenario, the Hangouts, 8:00. Oh, I forgot about naming that tune. This Sunday, 11 o'clock on Han Stars. If anybody wants to be a contestant, he's Chris Knight, Deej. I don't know if Han's going to be there, but they're looking for contestants for Name That Tune. He's trying to get 8 more people. So Tommy, Parrothead, anybody wants anybody, I Love Food, any of y'all want to be a contestant on the Name That Tune? It's a fun show. I mean, usually it's me, Elihu, and all that. We're on there. Shifty Gizm, a couple others. So just, it's fun, hang out. He's looking for some new people, where he can start what they do. How they do it before? You was on it before, right, Jed? They do like a weekly contestants or something. They just rotate it or something.
No, it's they do them
just
usually on Sunday night. Usually on Sunday nights, and then they just
get it. Then they'll get a finalist and the grand.
I've been on it like 3 or 4 times, and
okay.
I can't be newbie.
Oh, okay. But anybody's looking at it's fun. Is like I said, it's fun thing to do. Yeah, come check it out. And I think Onzo's starting his Moon Knight round tables pretty soon on Sunday. So hopefully I might be on it. I'm not sure. I know that's always fun. Final Chaos Central. And Friday, next Friday, hopefully we'll be back 11:15. Me and Austin for the late night snack show. And I know he'll see the Batman. Maybe I will. I'm not sure 100%, but we'll be talking about it. So we'll have him break it down, what his thoughts and stuff about it is, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more on Doctor Strange. And I know we got the Netflix Marvel shows coming over to Disney Plus also, so we'll be talking about that. So, and we'll be looking for other things. What's going on? So, guys, have a great night. Jedi, I appreciate it, brother, coming on. You have a wonderful weekend, brother. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow night on the karaoke.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir?
What?
Are we being too literal?
No, you fool. We're following orders. We were told to comb the desert, so we're combing it.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you? Not a thing, sir. What about you guys? We ain't found shit.